Don't be a fool, an idiot. Hinduism speaks of only one God. Those people who say that Hinduism has got thousands of gods are idiots. They haven't studied any text of Hinduism. They have no learning of what is Hinduism. Many people think, believe, and preach that Hinduism has thousands of gods. No, million. Is it true? It is absolutely false. Then why the Hindus never try to correct them? The reason is simple. Even 90% of the Hindus believe that there are a number of gods. There is Shiva, there is Vishnu, there is Brahma, there is Devi. There are so many Devis. Lakshmi, Saraswati, Parvati, Bhadragali, like that. And there is Ganapati, there is Subramanian. A lot of temples are there of different deities. What did I say? Deity. The translation of deity is Devata. Devata and Devam are two things, not the same. Let us ask Rigveda. The Vedas are the most important text in Hinduism. Unfortunately, a very few people have read this. But they all say great Vedas, the holy Vedas, and they may even say the names Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, like that. And they will preach Vedas. But they have never read them. If they have read Vedas, they would have understood it clearly that the Vedas speak only of one God. The Rig Veda says there is only one God. Samaveda, Atharvaveda, Yajurveda, all these basic texts of Hinduism speak only of one God. The great rishis who preach Vedas have clearly stated that there is only one God. And the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, they are all the same God. But still, people say that Hinduism has hundreds of gods. One priest, a Christian priest, is my very close friend. We usually meet and talk about spirituality. Then, in a funny mood, he said, "Oh, Swami, you are very rich in religion. At least you have got 100 gods, and we poor Christians have only one God." There is a satire, but there is a beautiful satire. Well, the priest has misunderstood the fact. He is misled by the concepts of Devadas and Devi. It is just like saying the angels of Christianity is Jehovah. So, there are thousands of Jehovahs. Or there are Malaks in Islam. And Prophet Muhammad Nabi and Allah, God. Aren't they different? They are different. The Malaks are not God. God is different. He is above everything. He is above the Prophet. He is above the Malaks. Similarly, Christ is above the angels. And Jehovah is above Christ. Similarly, in Hinduism, Devadas are different from the God. Devam. Devam is Brahma. Don't mistake it with Brahma. He's a creator only. But the creator, Brahma, the preserver Vishnu, and the destroyer Shiva, they all join together to become Brahma. And Brahma cannot be conceived by our 5 organs of karma or 5 organs of jnana. We have ears, eyes, and a tongue. We can see, we can hear, and we can taste, we can touch. Now, these are the 5 senses. We understand the world through these 5 senses. And we have got the brain to think and the heart to feel. The world we understand is nothing but an image that the eyes, ears, the tongue, and the sense of touch, and thinking powers, and feeling powers give us. Vedas tell you that Brahma is above all these things. So, Brahma comes as Devadas to you. For example, Shivan is a Devata. If you ask me, isn't he God? Yes, he is God. But you can see only his Devata Rupam, not Shaivam. Vishnu, you can see in meditation his Rupam, his shape and size and color and all that. But you won't be able to realize the Vaishnava truth, which is Brahma. Similarly, Brahma, the creator. Brahman became 3. The creator, preserver, and the destroyer. If you contemplate on the truth behind creation of this world, you reach Brahma through your meditation. Om Brahmadevaya Namaha. And if you probe into the ultimate truth of preservation of this world, the sky, the stars, this earth, this nature, you finally reach Mahavishnu. Om Mahavishnave Namaha. And you can't go beyond that because you are a slave of your 5 senses. Similar is the case of destroyer, the Shiva. You may be able to visualize Kailasnathan sitting in Kailasa in deep meditation. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. But you won't be able to see behind him because this is totally limited life. You can't go beyond certain things. For example, you can't imagine a color which you haven't seen. Maybe you can visualize a shade of a color. Red, yellow, black, blue, like that. You can have different shades. But you can't imagine a color beyond these 7 colors. Brain is limited and restricted. Your thinking is controlled by length, breadth, height, time, and space. You can't cross these things. And when you go into deep meditation, you visualize these Devatas, not the ultimate God, the omnipresent, the omniscient. Such concepts of a God are beyond our concept because the brain is limited. The brain can understand only those things which has a creator, preserver, and a destroyer. Think of anything. Think of a human being, an animal, a day, a book, a sensation, publicity, pride, money, health, anything. It will be something created once, and that will be there for some time, and one day it will be destroyed. Even the sun will be destroyed. That's the greatest wonder in our universe. It will be destroyed, and earth will be destroyed. We all will be destroyed. So that's the limit to which we can move. That's why we have Om Omkara. It is created. Om. The sound is preserved for some time. Then it ends. It ends in infinity. So we have these 3 great Devatas. And we can see God in the shape of other Devatas. They're just like angels and malaks in Islam. 90% of the people don't realize this fact. Our gurus have clearly stated that God comes to you in different shapes, in different colors, as different beings. He can come to you as Shiva, he can come to you as Vishnu. Suppose you are a great devotee of Sri Krishna, the beautiful, then God will appear to you as Krishna. And suppose you love Rama more, he comes as Rama, or Ganapati, or Devi, whatever that is. If you are a great devotee of Christ, God will never come to you as Krishna, he will always come to you as Christ. So, Devatas, Avataras, prophets are all gods itself. But they are Devatas, not Devam. The prophets are gurus. And there are a lot of Avataras. All are the parts of God. You yourself is a part of God. But don't limit God to that. God is beyond all these things. Suppose I take you to Kovalam beach and I'm pointing out to the Arabian Sea. You can see only a part of Arabian Sea. Similarly, when we are existing as the slave of all these emotions and feelings, the height, breadth, length, time, space, limitations, you won't be able to realize the ultimate. In Christianity, they call him Jehovah. In Islam, they call him Allah. In Hinduism, we call him Brahma. Unless you learn the great art of sadhana, of which meditation is a very important part, you won't be able to cross these senses. You won't be able to cross these dimensions. And the great rishis of India, they have been meditating in the Himalayas and all the parts of India for generations. And they have come out with the truth that there is only one God, the ultimate one, and you can visualize him in any way. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna makes it clear that I will appear to you as per your desire. So, never say that Hinduism has 100 gods. That is stupidity. Maybe stupidity is something one can feel proud of, but that's not true. Hinduism has only one God, and he is called a Devam or Brahma, and we worship Devam and Brahma through what? Through the Devatas. Because we are helpless. We understand the world through our eyes and ears and touch and all that. Our brain can't cross these dimensions. So, naturally, we can worship only the limited one. And the limited one is called Devata. So, let's be very clear about it. If anybody asks you how many gods we have, you have to reply, the word God, you mean Devam, the ultimate. Then there is only one, that's called Brahma. But our great rishis have understood that this great universal power comes in the shape you desire. So meditate on Krishna, Krishna will appear. Meditate on Devi, Devi will appear. If you meditate on Christ, Christ has to appear. So, it's now clear. Never say that Hindus have hundreds of gods. That's stupidity. Quick sound.